Well, good morning and welcome to our ramble today. As you can see, we're going to round Arkholme, starting at the village hall. Holiday Fellowship are here as well. I don't know where they're going, a lot more of them than us. But anyway, I'm going to hand over to Eddie now. Over to you.
Good morning, Norman.
Morning, Eddie.
It's a lovely morning this morning. I hope we get through this walk before it clouds in and rains.
Yeah.
We're parked up at Arkholme Village Hall and we're going to walk back towards the Methodist Chapel, but just before the Methodist Chapel we turn off and go into the fields. We're following the fields through right up to Locker, and then further up again to Redlord Farm, but we're meant to then go round by Kitchlaw and back onto the road, but we're missing that loop out because we have to walk right through the farmyard, which I think because of the situation we should avoid.
Yeah.
So we're just coming out onto the road and then we're walking back down to the main Kirby Lonsdale road at Stores.
Yeah.
Then we walk along that road a little bit towards Redwell, and then we go through a gateway, a little door in the wall, which takes you right down through the fields to Loyne Bridge, or as locally known as Gressingham Bridge.
Yeah.
And then we take the Loom Valley Ramble that goes right along the river, right along to Arkholme, down at the bottom of Arkholme, and then we come up by the church and then back to the cars.
Very good. Yeah. And how far are we going?
Well, we're meant to be doing 5.8 miles, but because we're cutting that loop out, it'll probably be round about 5 miles.
Very good. Lovely. All right. Thank you very much, Eddie.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
You're going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, when we get towards Arkholme, we're not meant to go to the bottom of the village, we're meant to go and come out halfway up. But if I remember right, the last time we did this, that bit there, if you can see it on the map, was very boggy. And so I think the best way is to carry on along the loom to the bottom of the village and then just walk up.
Yeah.
And because we had a struggle to get through that. So
good idea then, Eddie.
So we'll knock that loop off, but we'll add a little one there.
Yeah, very good. Right, so Eddie told us where we're going, just like Bernard does, and on we go. So we're making our way down back to the main street. Walk down there for a short way. At least the weather's fine, there's rain forecast later on, so hopefully we'll be back in time and we won't get wet, hopefully. So just at the moment it's lovely. So here we are walking down like it's the main road that goes through Arkholme towards Kirby Lonsdale. We're walking at the moment towards the Red Well, Carnforth area. So I'll just go down here a short way and then we'll be turning off into the fields. So we're almost at the point of turning. On the left hand side there used to be a Methodist church, and that's now a private house, and it's just at the end of that block there. So anyway, we're turning off now and off into the fields. Last time we came it was really muddy, so I'm hoping it's not going to be the same this time. Oh, looks like it could be a dead sheep, that. Frank's just gone to have a look. Tells me yes it is. Oh dear. Thought the farmer might have moved that actually, because he said it was rotting and smelling. So Eddie's just going to tell us a bit of history about the area very shortly, and we get over this stile. I think he used to live round here, and we'll see where it was in a bit, but, so he knows the history quite well round here. Ex-farming stock. So, back to you, Eddie, to tell us what you know.
Yeah, just a bit of history about this. This section here, which is very wet, was where we all knew him as Uncle Charlie. He lived in Arkholme and he was a local basket maker. And he used to grow all his own willow, and it was all grown here.
Ah, thanks for that bit of information. So it's quite handy having somebody who knows a bit about the area. Oh, some sloes there. I believe they make gin with it, or put it with gin. We won't be bothering collecting any of them. Ride 'em, cowboy! Come on, Tony. As they say, onwards and upwards. All the sheep moving away from us.
This bloke on his deathbed, the doctor says, well, he says, you've only got 4 minutes to live. He says, and you know what you can do? He said, well, get nurse to boil you an egg. Boom.
Oh, and that's a little joke from Tony. He's a bit of a one for his jokes. And it's good to put a few into the walk. So, on we go. And just 6 of us on the walk today, so we're doing quite well getting over these stiles, and we actually set off at 10 to 10, which is good for us. We should have been 10 o'clock start, but everybody there, so we might as well go. Oh dear, it looks like he got problems with his bag. So when he gets over, I'll give him the camera and get him to video me going over. I don't normally get onto the videos much. Oh dear, this is like a Bernard walk. Mind you, he planned it for us. He must have known the water was here and the mud. Oh, caravan there. Cheap holidays. Tony said, let me know how much it is, I'll come for a week.
There's a bit here we're cutting out because it goes through Kitchlow Farm and it goes right through the yard, and because of the corona conditions I think we're going to, out of respect, just not do that loop. It's just a loop, and while we're on Norman, see that bungalow up there?
Yep.
That's where we spent the first 9 years of our marriage.
Oh.
The bungalow. I was brought up at Kitchlow Farm.
Is that where we went past one time?
Yes.
We walked past it?
Yeah, we walked right through the yard.
Yeah.
You got somebody living in it now, then?
Yes, they haven't rented it.
That's the farm that Eddie was talking about.
But it is livable.
And that's where he used to live when he first got married.
It's got a slate roof on it.
The asbestos slabs.
Still people live in it. They're just doing it up at the moment, but
That's
they'll
right,
be moving back in again. He was telling
Yeah.
us.
This was a farm as well, and this lot wasn't here.
So
These
just
houses.
walking down the lane.
There was the old farmhouse, which is this was a barn. Then there was the old farmhouse, and that new one, that one there, which you can see better up at 24. That was really.
Is that some relation, Eddie?
No, but we knew him as Uncle George.
Quite handy having Eddie with us today, just knowing the area. He tells us all these bits of information that we normally wouldn't know anything about. So this is Stores Hall, and we're just going through this gateway here. He was telling us that the people who own it were trying to close this gate, this road, the path, but anyhow they didn't succeed. It's still a right of way for ramblers.
All right, my man.
All right. Oh, there's the house. Stores Hall. Looks very nice. Nice views from there, looking down the valley. So we're making our way down now towards Gressingham Bridge, Loyne Bridge. And them young calves don't seem bothered with us at all. They're coming up to have a look at me. I just walk down the edge of this field and have to rise up a bit. There we are, there's Loyne Bridge. We decided we didn't really need to go down there because we're going to be walking back the way I'm just pointing now with the camera. So we said, well, we might as well have dinner down here. So where them wood slats are, that's where we're going to have dinner. So as you can see, dinner time. Now bear in mind, when you look at the pictures afterwards, look where Eddie is now, he's in a hole. So when you have a look at the picture, you'll realise why he's shorter than everybody else. So dinner time over and on we go. Oh, yeah, quite a bit of mud. Oh, don't be falling, Brian. That was a near-do. So this is best way, is it, round here? Got two ladies making their way back. And they were telling me they're going to be making their way to Hornby. And they set off walking and decided the fields were too muddy and they weren't bothering, so going back again. This tree's obviously been here some years, I imagine from Storm Desmond. I imagine it's just not got moved. Somebody was telling me there's some otters around here, but we didn't see any. We had a bit of a look round here, but there was no sign. A fair lot of water coming down. I bet you won't be able to walk as quick as it. So here we are back at Arkholme now, and Eddie's going to tell me another bit of a tale in a second or two. So over to you, Eddie.
Here used to be open, there was no trees, and you used to go down here and there was a landing stage for ferry. It was a rowing boat and they used to row you across the Loon to go to Melling.
Oh.
That's where that saying goes, who pays the ferryman?
And this first cottage up here is known as Ferryman's Cottage, that's where he lived.
Yeah. Oh.
There we are, you see.
Yeah, another bit of information for us.
They even used to take bodies across to bury at Melling Church.
Yeah.
Not many people know that.
No. There'll be a lot more now watching this video.
Well, that.
Oh, there's the ferryman's cottage. It'll be a bit different probably than what it was a lot of years ago. But,
Bit of information for you.
that's it.
Yeah. These two enclosures here, they used to be, when there was common land, where they were putting these stray animals.
Oh,
And they would have to pay a tithe to get them out.
yeah. Oh.
This
it is now. Yeah, what was it? These two, it used to be a compound for stray animals. Yeah.
So another bit of information for us there. It's been right good having Eddie telling us all these things. It makes it a bit more interesting. And then he was telling us this place here on the left, the older part, that's where the basket man used to live. And the two buildings at the end, the arched doorways, that was his workshop. The chap who had collected the reeds from the other place he was telling me about. So the rain has started now. Fortunately it's not too bad, so we can keep on walking in it. And here we are back at the cars, the car park. So hope you've enjoyed your time with us, and it's a bit of interest there with what Eddie's been telling us, and so we'll hopefully see you next time. So it's bye for now.